In this series of tutorials I will show you how to make your own mods for Hellish Quart. In this part we'll make a new sword model for Isabella. In the first part of this series we learned how to set up Unity for modding Hellish Quart. If you skipped this step, please watch this first, link below. I will now show you how to make a super simple sword model and export it as a mod. Create a new folder for your mod in the project view. Name it whatever you like. In the modding scene, there is an example template of a sword that can be exported as a mod. It shows how the sword should be positioned to fit correctly in hands of Hellish Quart characters. But we will delete it and make our own from scratch. Create an empty game object. Reset its position on the scene. Name it sword with a capital letter. You will connect your models to this object. Everything that is connected to it will spawn in the game instead of the original sword. I will now make a super simple sword model using basic geometry shapes for the sake of the tutorial. Normally though, you would make your own sword model using 3D programs like Blender or Maya and parent them to the sword object. You could also download or buy countless 3D sword models from sites like Asset Store, TurboSquid, CG Trader on Unreal Marketplace. Remember, your sword model should not have any colliders for the sword collisions in the game to work as intended. I know, my improvised model doesn't even look like a sword, but this is just to show you how to make a mod and spawn it in the game. The objects in a mod should not have any special characters or spaces. Remove spaces from the names if there are any. Drag and drop the prepared sword to your mod folder to create a new original prefab. Open any folder of any example mods and select the skin pick prefab. Press Ctrl D to duplicate it. Drag and drop the duplicated prefab to your mod folder. Rename it back to skin pick. Now you will need a picture of your mod that will show in the character selection screen. I will just make a screenshot of my model. Then I will paste it to the image editing program, crop it, save it, and import it back to my project. Of course, later on, you should make a beautiful image and not just a screenshot from the editor. Mark the imported image as sprite in the inspector. Click on the skin pick prefab and drag and drop your sprite to the image field. Alright, the mod is done. Now we will export it with Asset Bundle browser. Open the Asset Bundles window. Select sword and skin pick prefabs and drag and drop them to Configure tab. Rename the sword bundle to Skin Isabella My Sword Mod. Rename the skin pick bundle to Pick Isabella My Sword Mod. If you want the mod to be for some other character, replace Isabella with Jacek, for example. Those two bundles form the entire mod. Now click on the Build tab and click Build. Congratulations, you just made a mod. To find the mod files, right-click on Assets folder in the project view and choose Show in Explorer. Your mod files will be in Asset Bundles folder. Copy those files to Streaming Assets folder in your Hellish Quart installation data folder and test.